All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody has unbelievable holidays. Um, and take a breath and let's get back to work. Fire away with questions. Oh, actually, let me take that back. Bellarmine, awesome. Love the way they play. You know, we actually have a Bellarmine cut that we, I think, played against Bellarmine a couple years ago, and I love the way they move after the bounce and they work hard to get some space on the floor. And I thought they were great in isolation tonight. I thought they were great with MP4Ts. Played hard and played tough, and I thought they were terrific. So congratulations to them.
Mark, obviously a lot of zone that they played tonight, but what did you see from your guys' three-point perspective that can maybe translate to the rest of the season? 16 threes, 53%.
Well, I love Cam, 8 for 10. I asked him to do that every night for the rest of the year. So that's plan A. And I thought, Ortega being a 10 assist guy, I would like that to happen every game for the rest of the year too. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. You know, he's been trying to find some space to be an MP4T guy, and he did it. He did it by getting downhill and making plays for guys. He did it by being a quick turn guy, which is an underrated area of expertise that guys can excel in. I thought he was really good that way, and so I think those two things were really key for us in terms of shooting the ball better. And the zone helps. I mean, the zone helps because every shot is open, really.
Mark, you just said that Cam hit 8 threes tonight. Coming into the game, he was shooting 23%, I think it was, from three, and last year shot in the 40s. What does it do for a guy like Cam when he can see them go through the net, even if they are playing a zone and it opens it up?
Yeah.
And even last game when he hit a few.
Yeah, I think it was good for him to make him here too. I think it was good for him to make him here interrupt. But at the end of the day, I've just never been. I think I've told you guys this for the last 2 months. I've never been in a space where the numbers don't actually translate. It's just time. It's just time and reps, and he's an elite level shooter, and so it's just his time. That's all it is. Is sometimes it's the first day, and sometimes it's the 60th day. But when you're a really good shooter, you make shots. It's not. You know, when you're like our NOAA numbers always translate into on-court performance. They always do. It's never had an anomaly where it doesn't. And so this is just this is how it should be. So I guess I was kidding about the 8 for 10 every single night, maybe every other night.
Mark, obviously Ortega's 10 kind of stole the show a little bit, but you made the decision not to play Jalen Lowe today. Jasper Johnson finished with 7 assists. What did you like with that you saw at your point?
I thought Jasper was good, minus the first possession where he was a little tentative. I thought he was really good, forceful getting downhill. Even in the second half, he got downhill and maybe was a little bit too greedy with his opportunity to make plays with his teammates. Really fought the gap through 3 guys, but he was strong enough with the ball to win it and earn a foul. I thought Jasper was really good. I had a lot of confidence in him today on the offensive end. I think he actually made us with the zone where it was mucky early, and Jasper's the one that kind of made us feel like, oh, this is going to be fun. Like we'll score against this. And I felt like both halves. I mean, against the zone, the guys were 46 and 53 points each half, so it was pretty consistent. And I think a lot of that goes to Jasper. I really do.
Yeah, Mark. This game, between December 20th and January 3rd, this is the only game you have. You guys are on a little roll. Would you prefer that you had more games coming up, or is the break perfect because you're working JQ and you can rest Jalen?
I think the break's important for us. I think it's really good for us right now. I'm really grateful for it. Mostly, not so much for the guys, but mostly for Leanne. Like Leanne is so fed up with me right now, and I just need to be I need to do a better job as a husband for a couple days. I'm going to crush it. It's going to be amazing. Leanne has no idea what's in store for her. But it's also good for our guys right now. Listen, they've been through a lot emotionally for sure. And they've taken some hits, and they've responded really, really well. I'm really proud of this group in the sense of how they responded over the last 3 weeks. We got better. We reoriented some things. We kind of found some new mentality, and I think we have enough of a base that it's something that's going to filter through our guys over the course of the next 10 days where we get to really, really get some work done on the practice floor and try and embrace what we have. But we have a little vision of what we can be in the short time, and I think we're excited about it.
Coach, playing the last non-conference game, of the year, then going into Tuscaloosa January 3rd and playing a very tough physical, Alabama team. What'd you kind of take away from this game, and then what, kind of moving forward into the practice, and what's that going to look like for you guys going forward?
I don't know if I'm taking a lot from this one, but I do think our trend line is, I think we're learning a lot about how to play with two bigs on the floor, about how to play, with a little more physical, confrontational game. I think we're, finding a way to have our presence really felt, on the glass in big time games, and so those are areas where we've made some growth. I think, guys are defining their own roles, which is really fun. It's great to watch guys realize how they can be a contributor to a team, and so that's good. I thought it was good that we got to get some guys minutes maybe that haven't been getting as many minutes tonight, and so all those things were really positive. But we're excited about what we have a chance to become.
Coach, you kind of mentioned it, guys getting minutes who didn't really get a lot of minutes. You were doing some different things with your lineups today. Was that to see going forward who can get in or go out? What was these interesting lineups?
Yeah, just kind of exploring. It was complicated for us too because they're an undersized team and their bigs really can shoot it and have great mobility, and so it was a little strenuous for us to go with a big lineup. And so, that kind of contributed us nursing some lineups, but I think it was good for our team. I think it was actually a really positive experience for our guys, sobering and positive.
Mark, was today an indication you're going to pick and choose when Lowe plays, or was he just sore from a tough weekend?
Yeah, so he had a little bit of soreness, just a little bit of pain. So, we were just made the calculated decision to just, when he steps on the floor, I'd like him to be at full strength. I think that's going to be important for us going forward. I expected to play every game, but this was just an opportunity for us to maybe let him, heal up a little bit more, especially with a break coming up now for a few days. So we're able to stack, sometimes there's a big difference between 48 hours and 96 hours or 120 hours. And so we're trying to just buy a little bit extra time for him to try and heal fully.
I know you guys collect a lot of data on JQ. Were you happy with how he came out after Saturday's game? And then this next week and a half for him, how important is that going to be for him to get more up to speed?
Yeah.
And just what specifically can he work on?
It's a big week for him. This is a weird game for him. This is a weird matchup, weird vibe, everything about it weird. So I won't take really anything from this game on him, but these practices, I can't tell how excited we are about them, and it's going to give us a chance to really be grounded and really work and really kind of dig in and kind of forge more of our identity with him in the lineup, with two bigs in the lineup, with kind of rotations that we've been thinking about. So this practice time will be really valuable for us.
Coach, with the non-conference season now being over, what's the main thing you gleaned about your team during the non-conference portion?
I think our response has been good. I think our response to not being who we wanted to be, and I think our response has been good. And so it gives you confidence as a coach when things don't go right and guys respond the way you want them to in the long run. I think that's pretty powerful. So I think it gives us high hopes moving forward, and as we move into this gauntlet SEC league play, which can't wait to get there.
Mark, obviously you got this break coming up, and I'm sure you're sick and tired of being asked about injuries, but it looks like Brandon hurt his leg a little bit, and that when he went out, didn't really play much in the second half. Did you just hold him out of precaution, or is there something you're worried about there?
Yeah, so I don't know too many details yet. It's a little tweak. It's not serious, but B. Wells is like, hey, let's hold him. We don't have to have him today. Again, it was kind of this opportunity, this little window where we have to stack some days together for guys to heal. And so it's really just precaution.
Yeah, Mark, just odd question. A lot of times Cam was open for a three-pointer, a lot of times in the corner. What has to happen? Are there a number of things that have to happen with the other four teammates first before that becomes so wide open?
Well, Bellarmine, to their credit, they were trying a bunch of different zones. And so sometimes it was just immediate, just because early on, we just were attacking with a high ball screen where they kind of had a two-guard front, and so we had a numbers game on the weak side. Then they brought a third guard to the front to try and manage that, and so we started attacking the corner, and then it was kind of a back-and-forth game. But mostly it's just a credit to our bigs trying to have a presence inside, which was really complicated size-wise, and then Cam being aggressive. It's interesting. Like on some simple action run, you just have to time up your hold in the corner just so the zone has to honor it before you turn when an action begins, and you kind of get lost in the mix. And it was partly credit to our guys. We had a numbers game on the right side. Cam started left corner and ran to the right corner, and Ortega actually skipped Jasper because he was like, Cam was feeling he already made three, and so it was probably Ortega's best turn of his career here. It was like a pop rule turn. And so also the guys finding him, and just all those things. But the zone, I like the game plan for Bellarmine to kind of go on his own and just see if it could be disruptive. I thought the guys responded really well on the offensive end to it. Guys, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, to all of BBN, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Thank you.